Hello, and welcome back to another turn of War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. We're watching November 28, 1942. We're almost in December, and I've said this before, but here we are, almost another year removed from Pearl Harbor. We'll see if we can. I mean, we've made some progress so far. Being only a year removed, you've probably heard me say a lot of things that, out of frustration and probably uncalled for. But anyway, things are looking up in some areas, like Burma, what we're looking at right now. Things are a little iffy still, but I'm just gonna skip this air-to-air part. Light rain, that should bode well for our bombers. Probably not when you're intercepted, even with no casualties. But anyway, we've had some positives so far this war, so far this year. Hopefully, even more positives next year. We destroyed something on the ground, a Nate on the air, a Dina, it looks like, and we had 5 damages, whatever that means. So what I've decided to do, because I'm tired of these Betty's night raiding, I have a long range cap coming from Tabataoa, and then I have night cap flying right here. Now it looks like we didn't do anything, but we may have caused a little bit of confusion. It is just overcast, so who knows? He might have gotten some good chances if we didn't have anything at all. Let's see if these Blenheims, sometimes the Blenheims do pretty good. I don't know for sure why, because they're not carrying a lot of bombs nor big ones, but all those Nicks got a damage in, at least one. So, but we do destroy a Tojo on the ground, and we take damage there. Yeah, these Nicks, they have decent guns, but it's night. Ooh, a Nell. Okay, we'll take it. Be nice if we could shoot one of these down. We are taking damage, but it's fine. Hey, we damage him. Maybe he'll have some ops losses here. Of course, we could have some ops losses too. Okay. Yeah, if you don't mind, I will be skipping the rest of this. Alright. What is he bombing again? My brain. Airfield. So we just got 1 point of airfield, and he decided, okay, I'm going to take advantage and hit the airfield. Oh, we got another hit. These Blenheims, here's the thing. They don't carry a big load or a lot of bombs, but the size of the bomb is not important for destroying these aircraft on the ground. And they even damaged a Nick in defensive fire. Nice. Alright, these ships are bombarding. To what end, I don't know. It'd be nice if one of these heavy cruisers would take a mine. Alright, so this time they actually do damage to the troops as well as the base. A lot of damage to the base. Okay, as you can see, it's time for the air phase. We're in the morning here and got some cancellations, but certainly a lot of spotting going on, recon. Here we are, in thunderstorms. How are they going to fare? Pretty good. All right. By the way, it's been a few days since I've sent the turnover and he just sent it back. So I don't remember what I'm doing here. This is an airfield attack on Buna. Trying to damage the oil base. Should be good. I don't know if, resources hit. Okay. So I don't have any visual on, I forget, whatever this other one is, Boba. I guess I can maybe, yeah, Babo. I just got it backwards. Babo, I don't have any recon on that. But this also, I noticed, has some resources and thought we'd hit it. Maybe damage the resources so he doesn't just give some free, easy resources there. Oh, wow. Runway hits 50. That's nuts. All right, and then we're just hitting the ground troops here. Nothing to see here. No, it's really not that effective, but since our goal is eventually to hit Buna, to strike it with ground forces, why not like beat up this division on our way that, or as he tries to get out of this hex? Take advantage. Maybe he's in move mode, you know. Also slow him way down, because in order to supply this, he's got to go into the mountains, so it uses extra supply to get supply. So by slowing these troops down, it's taken longer to get to the supply source. Anyway, yeah, this is a hit on Shortlands, and I'm surprised he has no cap. Okay, we'll take it. Remember the days when he had fighters and aircraft like tons out here, but you know these heavy bombers do take a toll, and the attrition from them is just nuts. And I don't blame him for saying, "Forget it, it's not worth it." But you know, save the pilots and the aircraft for another day. Yeah, I'm not sure why those battleships really needed to just get into port and get out of stop playing around in the. Yeah. So this is the afternoon. I don't know. I really didn't pay attention to the flip, but it looks like it is. Again, I'm surprised my anti-aircraft is not doing very well. Yeah, I think our Morocco attack was canceled. All right, so clearly we don't have enough fighters here, but I was hoping to have more up in the air. We'll watch this a little bit. It might be interesting. Maybe. see if he loses some of these good carrier pilots. We got our last carrier. Oh, last carrier. Our last hurricane. Alright, so these are probably sunk too. Now, he went incognito last turn with his carriers, so wasn't expecting this air attack. Plus, I had cap, but not enough. I wasn't sure if his carriers were going to come up a little bit further and bomb Akiab, so I had to have cover there. It seems like I don't know. Anyway, so I'm probably going to lose both of these actually. But we did shoot down several, more than 3, I'm pretty sure. We lost them both, like I thought. Well, the nice thing, I mean, not to be callous or anything, but the nice thing about that is that we will we don't have to cover those ships anymore. All right, here's that deliberate attack coming. That was semi-expected. Let's see if these 240 AV guys hold. I'm just gonna skip through. Okay, we hold 1-to-1. We take a lot of casualties. 339. Oh, he takes way more than we do. He even loses a vehicle and a gun, and an engineer, and a squad. A lot more disabled than we do. His disabled will cost a lot to reactivate because of the supply path. But of course, we don't have a lot of supplies ourselves, so we'll see how that plays out. Okay. All right, we don't quite yet have our reinforcements, but we should next turn, I think. I expected him to bomb, so I was capping up here, and he didn't, so. All right, this time we actually take a lot of casualties. All right, kind of a quiet turn. Well, on the ground. No attacks. Oh, I just saw one. One attack, mostly bombardments. We were able to hold in there in China, and then we had some nice air-to-air combat over Ramrey Island. Took out some zeros. That's always a good thing. We'll have to regroup and see how we're doing with our fighters. But I don't see him trying to advance closer to Akiab, that's for sure. But anyway, we'll just take a look at the casualties and see how it went. Well, if it weren't for all these ops losses, it would have been a great day because he had 8 air-to-air, but we had 8 ops, so that kind of offsets. He just had 4 more than us because of the destroyed on field. Let's see what they were. 13, 14, close enough, right? So I think we shot down 4 zeros, but it could be 5. So I don't know what number here is incorrect. Let's just say we shot down a lot of zeros over Ramry. That's a good thing. 3. I think we only lost 1 hurricane. That's what it was. So 4. I'm going to say 4-1. That's a pretty good ratio against zeros. Tojo's, we were able to knock out 2 on the ground, one to ops. Nate's, these night caps are just getting shot up. Dina, we got 1 on the ground. A Mavis, we just shot down, I guess, a some cap shot it down. Betty, how did we shoot down a Betty? Why am I not thinking straight? We do get a Nell on the ground there. We lose 2 hurricanes, 1 to ops, which I some half expected with all the damages we took. Catalina, and you can just see the rest of these, just a bunch of random, unfortunate, like these expensive aircraft. These 3, I say expensive. They're just hard to come by. All right. I think we just probably lost a P40K capping somewhere over here. Now, this is I'm going to flip it to combat. I just wanted to point out that this will slide in here, and I think he can't take this hex anymore. If he wants to try to attack it, good luck, because these guys are really tough. They may not have a lot of stuff that can take out tanks, let's say, although these mountain guns may do some damage, but there's something. This will just it's another 100, almost 150 assault strength, so we'll take it. And these guys are kind of hurting the 14th British Brigade, so we need all the help we can get. All right, we'll see you here in a moment for November 29. Okay, here we are, November 29, 1942. See what happens tonight. So, whatever's out here, I would imagine there's something, but, I don't know. It's an ASW attack, though, so it could be we saw the destroyer coming, we fired off some torpedoes to escape, but fortunately we didn't take any hits because we're in shallow. Whatever's out here, in the way of tankers, cargo ships, whatever, we really need to take out whenever we have the chance, because otherwise we are in danger of not taking damage for no results. Oh, that would have been nice. One can hope. But hey, supposedly we're getting better torpedoes in a few months. I don't know if our Mark 4. I don't know how much our Mark 14s improve, but I think they improve a little bit as we enter 43. We'll see. All right, we're doing the nightly bombing here. Well, it looks like some of our bombers failed, but we have the Wellington, and we'll see how they do. Ooh, we get a couple of Japanese aircraft here. So at least one of them is a Tojo. Okay. Now we got some Blenheims coming in. We'll skip the air-to-air because that might comes of that. And we don't get anything on that. Let's see how these B-24s. Okay. Let's see, we'll watch 2 damaged, 2 damaged. Okay, so we did damage a few. It looks like maybe in the air-to-air air-to-air portion, we destroyed an Oscar, at least one. Got a hit on the runway as well. These are, of course, our Mitchell. Yeah. All right, so he's hitting us at Babar. Oops, I meant to watch this because I wanted to see how, but I thought the air-to-air phase was going to last longer, so I escaped out of it. We will escape out of this one. Let's see how these will do. All right, nothing on that raid. We have more coming. Oh, here I wanted to watch it again and without thinking. I saw some damage, so but it's not reflected here. This one I'll let it go. And this one, of course, nothing happens. Okay. We do have more Wellingtons. These guys carry a lot of bombs and heavy ones. Let's see how we do. Oh, nothing. Bummer. But, I mean, I guess that was the last one, the last group. So here again, I mean, I don't mind if we torpedo these things, but it looks like we decided to bail instead of taking a chance. Okay, let's see how these light cruisers do here. I swear, one of these days, I'm going to be in a position to really wreck his ships there. I promise, I am literally working on that very thing. That's one of the key things I'm planning. What do you know? A Japanese submarine missed an ASWS. Well, can't say the same thing here. And again, we're in shallow water, so just got to survive this and live to fight another day. Well, we take a near miss damage. That's a lot of depth charges here. I mean, I kind of want to watch it to see if there's any see, here's another near miss that causes damage. But I mean, and another one. We'll probably need to go back and do some minor repairs. We'll take a look. It may not be as bad as it looks, but we'll see. 3 hits, but all of them were kind of near miss situations. Now, in this situation, okay, so he has some ASW assets roaming around in here doing some causing some pain, but then individual ships will appear to not even be escorted. So that's kind of interesting. You're telling me that he actually hit a destroyer? Man, what won't he hit? He's spotting our carriers. It's what it is. Okay, yeah, this is just the. Oh man, those Japanese subs. We're not sinking enough of them either. Yeah, I figured that was going to be deadly, being clear skies, but it's not as bad as I thought. And this is thunderstorms, so it should be okay. Yeah. All right, we should shred these bombers, but it's interesting because these fighters, I actually forgot and left them on cap here, so which works out for me. But I didn't even do this on purpose because I didn't want. I honestly was concerned about. Actually, I always look at fatigue, and apparently they weren't on the radar for enough fatigue to stand down. Um, so we'll see how we do here. Well, we're damaging some. Maybe we're damaging ones that we don't destroy, so on their way back they can crash, hopefully. And we don't have enough of these Lancers or Vanguards to really keep these Sallies from finishing their mission. There's going to be probably 30 Sallies left, if not more, because we're just not. Apparently we don't have the firepower here to shoot these bombers down. We're just damaging them. No, there's one. Yeah, that's a shame. So he has 34 Sallies still. Hopefully we disperse their, affect their bombing negatively. Maybe we can get one more on the way out. Okay. Well, we destroyed 4. And again, hopefully got some on the return trip with ops losses. But he does some damage to our troops on the ground. This isn't bad for severe storms. Some hits there. So we're still hitting these resources. I don't know how we're doing here. I don't have any recon flying out of Darwin. Not yet, anyway. I wanted to have some ground attack here. Um, there we go. The idea here is we're bombing them 2 turns in a row, maybe 3 turns in a row. We're going to come in, unload, shore bombardment, and hopefully really disrupt this unit pretty heavily. And he has a lot of subs in these key areas. This sweep is because I have some naval bombers here that are um, trying to hit 4 hexes out, and there were some ships here. I didn't know if they'd still be here, and I wanted to sweep in case he was capping that, but there's no ships there anyway, so that kind of um, why can't we go after this guy? There we go. Well, so far, one near miss that caused damage. Let's see. Now, these are just some rattles. Okay, guys, don't waste your ammo. Seriously. Alright, so at the end of this turn, we will certainly take a look at the map, see what's going on. This is the usual part of the video that I go ahead and talk about that. So we'll see how we're able to, what's next on the agenda here for the invasion of Tulagi. Wow, still some epic ground combat noises going on. Hey, LST, look at that. So let's take a look at this for a minute. We do have some aircraft damaged or crashing. We have some issues here. And then transports, another crashing. This is the worst bite. So we're trying to get it in there into um, Cape Town for repairs. And then, of course, some repair issues because of these. Well, it looks like this cargo ship just needs to be um, pier side or something for repairs. Anyway, as we move down the list here, this is just a name change, so most likely not having an impact on the gameplay. 8th Root Army, we're taking replacements because I want to build that thing up pretty strong. Um, and then we've got this LST. We got a Marine Defense Battalion, so that's good. We have places that guy can go for sure. So yeah, we have some new things coming in here. These USAAF base forces, I hope I can use it. I mean, I hope I can. It's not um, stuck on the west coast. Anyway, let's now look at this. So we only lost 5 aircraft total, and he loses 14. This number still feels high, but hey, we're winning the attrition war. All right, let's take a look at what he lost. 14, 14. So this may be pretty accurate. We shot down more than I thought. Now it could be that he lost some on the way back that were damaged so much by air to air that it was counted here. So he lost 8 total on that raid, and he brought 39. So basically that's a what 20% loss rate. So that's pretty good for us, Chinese fighters. Probably not the best guns nor pilots, but we succeeded here. He lost a couple of Tojos on the ground there at Mole Mine, and Ops he lost a Topsy, Oscar and Nate in the air, probably defending Mole Mine, and a Jag to Ops. And we lose two Wildcats and one each of these three. The B-24s, I hate to lose because we just don't make enough of them. And then F4 Lightnings don't make any. I don't think we make these anymore at all. So that's a shame. All right. I don't think I looked at this last turn, but and I can't remember the numbers, but only one wounded this time. So that's a great result. Um, and I'll just do this because we also didn't look at sunk ships, but we know about these two, 2 points apiece, and that's about it. And as we all know, we lost the Dolphin there because it was torpedoed by another sub. Okay. Um, we haven't looked at some of this in a while. We have, ooh, nice. Check this out. I don't know if I'll be able to use it outside of the West Coast, but this is, uh, should be able to. I mean, should be at least able to buy it out. But this is nice. It's got a really good range. See that 25 normal. So that's going to be very handy. And this is supposedly a recon, but I'm sure we can train the pilots for some naval search as well. And then we get, I think these are recon as well. No, this is a fighter bomber. Okay. Let's get some fight. So it's carrying some bombs, and it does have a drop tank, of course, but we already do that with some of our other stuff. All right. That's that. Oh, actually, I want to look at something. Um, all right, never mind. I was looking for the statistics on the altitude, the maneuver bands, but we'll evaluate that. We got a day before they're in. All right. And then what about ships available? Let's try to quickly look here because I want to have some time to do some other things. Mostly cargo ships, just some, and we do get a light cruiser, and yeah, some escort carriers here in 15 days, with some escorts here. So yeah, that'll be nice. Okay, moving on. Let's take a look at the map. So here's Pearl, of course. It's not really much going on. These are all like supply missions. We do have this guy. He's not unloading. We're just trying to move him to a strategic point to do something. All right. We're okay. Let's just talk about the immediate future here. The immediate future in this sector is reinforcing and continuing to build up Tarawa, finding some base forces from wherever I can pull them to reinforce this because I really want to get the sorry want to get the aviation support up, but I also want to get the engineers up really high so that we can build this base up to be 5 air capacity and 4 port would be great. And then we can. I don't feel like this has to be built up before we take Macon, but it would be nice to be a bit stronger than it is. Give us some offensive air power to help launch. But this should be easy to take. It's an atoll. It should be easy to take with just battleships and a good marine division. Um, there was something else I was gonna say here. Oh, by the way, if someone can help me here, I was looking in the manual and I couldn't tell. We have 100 naval support parked here, but this is saying only 33. So just using logic, I made the assumption that on atolls, maybe you only get a third of your naval support, even if you have a base 1 port capacity. You only get a third of your naval support instead of 100%. I don't know if that's true though. This is an atoll and it has 100 naval support out of 100. So that might, I guess apparently that is not true. So if anyone can help me understand why we only have 33, is it because maybe we don't have full support? I mean, it could be that as well. I just don't know. And within the unit itself, it supposedly has enough support. So I just don't know what's going on here. But if anyone has insight on that, that'd be great. Okay. Moving west, we have something about to happen. We've got oh man. All right. This is supposed to be air aviation support directly over invasion force. He has a ton of stuff. It looks like we're going okay, I'm gonna have to direct all this to go up here and then over. We already have minesweepers here, but apparently he has no mines. But these guys should be able to also provide some, at least self-defense, if not assist in chasing down these subs here. So we'll just make sure we go, up into here and then over, because there's no sense in going through this hex if we can avoid it. But yeah, we got a carriers here, and he has spotted them. That's it is what it is. We're gonna park. We're gonna stay parked here. If he wants to come out with KB, maybe we'll finally know where KB is. Um, but the plan is to keep bombing Tulagi, the ground targets, and the battleships are on their way right here. Um, we'll send them in and at top speed and bombard. Remain on station and bombard. Um, so the idea here is to provide anti-aircraft fire, 3261 worth. This by itself has 1113. Plus we got fighters here. Plus we're providing fighter cap cover from our carriers here. The carriers are covered themselves by fighters from ground bases here. Once this operation is over, we will be able to base some aircraft here and really beef on. Once we do that, and with air cover here and air cover here, we should be able to start tightening the noose. Now, speaking of Port Moresby, we have a significant enough base to do what we want to do. The problem is we're using up all of the base admin right now. So the idea is I'm working on getting some aviation HQs here, two actually. One is the second fighter command, and then the fifth bomber command. We'll get them in here. and then that hopefully will give us whatever administrative level we need to spread out and start bringing in heavy bombers. Now, I don't know how important it is to bring. We got 19 range here, but with B-24s, that's going to be extended, and I think that's going to be kind of um, what's the word, straining our pilots and our aircraft also. So I don't really want to do that. The ideal would be to set up heavies here and bomb because that's 11. That would be way better. We could even do B-17Fs and just hammer that place. Um, as soon as this unit, well, there's two here. As soon as they disappear into Buna, I'm gonna start marching. I don't want them already to see that we're moving toward them. You know, it'd be nice to. Now, if he recons here, he'll see movement eastward, but there's no sense in him knowing for free that we're moving toward him. Um, I keep wanting to bomb Morocco, but maybe there was some bad weather. Unless I missed it, we didn't bomb this turn. Horn is still empty, but we have C-47s ready to pick these guys up. Oh, these guys. Oops. Yeah. They're walking very slowly, taking their sweet time. This is a road. I'd hope they'd use it, but anyway. Slowly moving up the road. And then the idea is to paradrop them into Horn Island. I think Morocco might be just out of range. So then 13. I mean, we could do it extended, but that's not going to be. Oops, I picked the wrong thing. Oh, not even that. So here's what I plan to do. Once we get to Cooktown, paradrop, take Horn, then fly up here to Port, Portland Roads and pick up the troops, fly and pick them up and bring them back here, and then have the rest of the regiment march up here. And then what's going to be good is we'll have all this in range, including Lay, but I don't know what he has here. But we can recon, and anything that looks lightly defended, including this, I would just drop guys in here. I don't have a problem with that. Anything lightly enough defended, we can just paradrop and take. Um, so yeah, I mean the value isn't that high, but there's no sense in them being able to use these bases for um, seaplanes or anything else. There's no reason to leave Japanese troops in these three bases need to be recaptured in my opinion. It's not like urgent or required, but I just don't see a reason to leave them in Japanese hands. All right, I'm going to move up. Oh, I don't have recon on either of these bases, so I don't know how well we've done, but we have hit both of those bases with the resources and the oil. All right, we just brought in this Chindit Brigade, which I think will make this impregnable, essentially. Um, we haven't dug in yet, but I think we'll be okay now. In fact, we'll just flip it to replacements just in case we start taking casualties. But now that I feel a lot better here, 300 assault value, I'm going to start marching around and bring more reinforcements to this area. He may be doing what we're doing. Basically, we're feigning moving southeast so that he'll come here because once we toggled to go southeast, he sent troops west. And the idea is hopefully instead of going southeast, he appears here, we defeat him here, and because he's trying to do something smart. He's if we move southeast, he can move west and take out our rear, and we're screwed with no supplies. Which hey, hats off.
But seeing this pip that he's going west, I decided we better just wait it out. But I want him to think we're still going southeast so that he keeps sending his troops west. But he may be doing the same thing as we're doing and resetting the movement every turn or two so that you don't actually move into the hex and he doesn't move into our hex. So it's possible this is like this is like a standoff here. And I've got more troops coming, including this 26th Indian Division. As soon as we get reinforcements right here, in the form of whatever I've got coming, I think we can just move and let it go and not keep playing this game. These tanks move fairly quickly once they get on the road. I think once we get up here, it'll be just maybe a week, maybe like let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We'll say 2 weeks. We'll be in here with two tank brigades, and then we'll be able to just glide down here. We can leave, like, let's say this brigade here should be enough to hold it. In fact, maybe I should leave this in combat mode. That way it can dig in, build a fort, and hold this position. And the rest of these guys can keep playing this back and forth game. Um, because once we get this division and then these two armored brigades, I'm going to send two divisions, two armored brigades. We're going to hit this hard. So we'll say in about 2 weeks or so, we'll slide down here and hit this, smash this, and cut all this out of supply. This little tank regiment, or brigade actually, is trying to get out of here. We're almost there. Well, I should say that. We're moving 2 miles per day. So it's still got 8 days. Yeah, 8 days, and it'll be here. And then the question is where to? Do we go southwest to Chiang Mai? Well, that brings up a good question. What I might do is fly. How far can these guys recon? 12. How far is Chiang Mai? Well, let's do 1 day worth of recon. Uh, we're reconning this because I want to make sure I keep an eye on. Yeah, so he's got some. I'm guessing that's tanks and not trucks. Maybe a third of a tank division because he's got tank divisions split up in here. But anyway, I think we're making some progress up here. And you can see here we've got 219 AV worth of tanks here. We're building and building, um, trying to fill out the General Lees. But yeah, things are progressing. And then we've got the China Theater. There's not ever a lot to talk about. It's just I don't know. I'm I'm trying to just react and doing a very terrible job to what he's doing, but he's not doing a ton except right in here and then Wenchao. Now he bombed this, and we successfully, well, semi-successfully defended it. But through attrition, we've been whittled down from 12 to, well, 7 serviceable aircraft, 8 total. But, and you can see the average experience is only 37. See, these numbers are really low. Um, why is our defense so low? Why is this unit even here? I'm gonna have to look at this because we have better fighters here. So I'm not sure what we're doing there. See, check this out. This is way better. Um, but we have even better than that. So I'm gonna have to walk around the map and try to figure out. we can do about getting some. Look at this. We have a couple of newbie pilots learning. Anyway, so we'll just get the right pilots over here. I may pull this whole air unit away though. I know I can just move the pilots here, but I might pull the whole air unit away because of the ready pilot. I mean the ready aircraft. The aircraft is 8 total, and we can bump it up to 12. I don't know though because um yeah, I'll probably do that anyway. All right. Well, I'm gonna kind of wrap it up there. I could ramble on and on, but so things are definitely happening, but we're doing what we can to minimize the concerns, and then hopefully, I was thinking about this for a second. We have 3,800 garrison here. I don't know that I need that much because he doesn't have much here to face us. I'm going to say this is 3 divisions. Maybe here is another division. So let's just say 4 divisions. But 4 divisions? Let's give him 1,500 AV from it. I could pull away half of what the troops I have here and swing around, and I could have basically 2,000 AV just blow through this and push him back. Maybe even a Hang Chow. I'm seriously considering it, honestly, because it'd be nice to break this open. Maybe even get behind the lines here so he has to pull back. It's worth something to think about because I could rail the Kukong. I'm just thinking of the ideal road usage. Probably rail to Kukong and then go march up this way and across and hit here. We could pull some core on our way because and bring core, drop them off here. Clear though. Eesh. Um, Speaking of clear, this is clear too, so we could smash this. Maybe even get this space here. Really throw him off here. Maybe make him have to peel some of these guys down here with the threat. But check this out too. I've got 3,800 fault value here. I don't know what he has here, but he has 3. Let's say they're divisions. That's 1,000 AV. I could pull some of these core as well. All right, I have work to do, and yeah, I think I'm gonna be making some moves here because I don't need all this stuff just sitting here rotting in at I Chang and Changsha. That's the reason I stacked these up is, well, this was by default all the stuff that came in from surrounding territory, and I haven't moved since. And then Changsha was because I didn't know how much pressure he was going to put here to take it. But it's been so static for so long, it's time to pull some of these guys back and pull some of these guys out, and then we'll start an offensive. I think that's going to be awesome. Anyway, I I really do need to kind of end this video, but thanks for joining me, and I hope it's interesting enough to keep your attention. And we'll come back and revisit the game with November 30, 1942 next. We'll talk to you then. Take care. Bye.